Hey everybody, it's Michael. Welcome to Duskers. I haven't played this game in a long time, but I saw it sitting on my list, and I'm getting ready to go camping for a few days, so I thought maybe I'd record a few episodes of this and set it up to upload while I'm gone. So if you don't know, Duskers is a roguelike where you're in a universe that's been decimated for some reason. We don't know exactly what, but we do find out during the course of the game. And we've got a ship, and we're scavengers, and we have some robots that do our bidding, and they go out and they look into the ship and find fuel, hopefully to keep us going, and scrap that we can use to upgrade our ship and upgrade our bots, and so on. So let's give this a go. Here to play the game, we're going to skip that training required. We're good. So we are going to start out, if this hasn't crashed. Okay, it hasn't. Good. We're going to start out with our ship with not a lot of fuel and with a few robots, and hopefully we're going to find new ones, and we're going to maybe avoid getting eaten by alien plagues and monsters and other things. There are lots of different kinds of aliens in this, and it's kind of a horror game. I mean, they're sort of rarely seen. Our system diagnostics have failed. We have low fuel. We have 6 days of fuel remaining. Let's initiate the emergency distress signal. And yeah, we didn't get any signal, but we did find 4 vessels. So recommended course of action is to initiate manual contact with the vessels and acquire necessary resources for travel. So let's attempt to do that. Externally modified log detected. Do you want to read it? Sure. Gather intel logs from derelict spacecraft, gather resources necessary, search for survivals. If objectives cannot get completed, initiate a reset. Okay, sure. So here's our initial universe, our initial system, and we have 4 ships available in this system where we are the Justice Rider, and we can look at our ship in a bit. The Comical Disarray, a government transport, apparently has no infestation types. That's good. And it's pretty safe, so we can go on board that. We can also travel to any of these other ships around here. You see the big 2 there, that's how much fuel it's going to take, and we have currently 6 fuel. So it's 2 to this one, and probably 2 to this one from that one. And it might be 3 to get down to this bottom one here. But we'll check that out in a minute. So I think we'll start out at this ship, and let's take a quick look though around. So this is our system. If we press 2, we go to the galaxy map, and there's some other systems that we can jump to. We can check out the information available over there. These will take 1 jump fuel to get to. Let's go back to ours. And then there's a universe map. What's in the universe map? I don't recall. I don't exactly know. Let's look at our drone configuration. So we have 3 drones. We have Wally, who's got 100 hit points, and he's got a motion detector with 50 uses and a gather module. The gather module lets you pick up scrap. Drones can only do something for which they have an interface. So Tim here has got 90 hit points. He's got a generator that allows him to power up portions of the derelict ships we're going to be looking at. And John, 70 hit points. He's got tow, which will let him bring back other drones that we find, and will also let him bring back ship upgrades that we find. And he's also got interface. Interface will let you hook into the ship's computer, do scanning, activate defensive systems if possible, etc. If we had anything, we could bring John down here, for instance, and we could pick something from our inventory and pop it over and give him new capabilities. We don't have anything in our inventory, so there's nothing we can do. We can have 4 drones available to board, and then we can have drones in reserve. So we can pick up drones, we can part them out. If we find a drone that we don't want to keep, we can part it out. And we can also modify our drones and our ship. But so if we go over here, you can see that we could spend scrap to repair Wally, to repair to full HP. We could spend some to increase his speed or his max HP. We could repair his drone's video signal, which could be needed, or we can convert him to scrap. There are also, these are the modules we have available. We can scrap those or repair them as necessary. The ship, over time, our ship and our drones will need repairs, and so we'll need to do that. We only have 2 scrap right now, so there ain't much we can do. We can also commandeer ships along the way if we come to them. If you go to ship here, you can see that we have 2 slots here. These are for ship functionality, so we could get a remote power generator. We could get a a transport to let us transport our drones around. And then we also have an inventory for other ship upgrades that aren't currently installed. So that's the basic rundown of the game. There is an objective screen here, which we just saw this stuff, but later on we're gonna learn some new things as we go along, and that will end up here. So we'll find out a little bit about what's going on. And you can see down at the bottom there we have 50 slots for scrap. We have 2 of them occupied. We have 6 propulsion, and we've got a full tank of fuel right now, and we have 2 jumps available to us. So let's go ahead and board this first ship. We select our boarding party here, and we got 3 drones, so that's what we're going to take. And let's go ahead and enter the Derelict. So we control these guys via kind of a command line interface. Let's see, so we found a communication which is very difficult to read. Orbital station DD-49 is successfully deployed into orbit. We are something industrial services will be up and running within the next 3 days, I guess expecting. Manufacturing of B-class molecular assembles will be the first to something production with an estimated shipment of produce to depart 3 weeks after. Further something orbital industrial process will be conducted with Leyland at the time of departure. Just something sign off on the new Muteki chipset that came in yesterday. We will be ready to go. Yeah, okay. I don't know what any of that means. And it doesn't really matter. So here's the overall, I think they call this the schematic view. Our ship with the boarding is over there. You can see our 3 drones in the boarding area, and that's an airlock we're looking at, A1. And you can see our ship upgrades up there. There's nothing available. And then our 3 drones, and we can see what's on them. If you want to take command of a drone, we can click 1, 2, or 3. And we can drive them around in this interface, which is pretty cool. Or we can go back over here and we can give them commands. So at this command line here, there's a whole bunch of commands you could type. If we type A1, that'll open the airlock up. And we can also type to have these guys navigate, to move to rooms and do various things and stuff. For now, I'm just going to drive Wally into this first room and have a look around. This first set of room, the first room you're connected to and then any doors that are open from it are kind of guaranteed to be safe. So this is a power inlet, and we can use drone number 2, I forget his name, we can use him to power this up. This door is open here. So if I type D4, oh, it's not powered, right, so we can't actually cause it to close right now. There's another door we've discovered. Here's a drone. Can't see his name. Aaron, maybe? Type info. Yeah, drone Aaron. He's destroyed. So we can't get anything from him, or we can't get him. But we can look at what he has. Oh, he's got mines. Yeah, let's take his mines. I just control enter to quick swap and grab his mines. That's really all we can do with Aaron. He's a goner. So let's drive Wally around a little bit. Okay, there's some scrap right there. And Wally has the gather module, so we can just type gather and he'll pick that up for us. So if we go back to our schematic view, now you can see that the rooms have names on them, R2 and R3. So I can say navigate, and there's kind of an auto completion thing going on there. So navigate drone 2 to R2, and he'll walk his way in there. And if we tell him to generator, he'll power this up. And you can see everything has gone green. I'm not sure what the blue surrounding lines are. I guess those are rooms that we've been in. We don't know what is in room 4 or 5, unfortunately. But drone 1 has a motion detector, so we don't need to do this because we know the ship is not infested, but let me just do it. If I type motion on him, he'll do a scan of the surrounding rooms. Green means you're good to go. Red would mean something is there. Yellow means you're not really sure. There could be anomalous sensor readings. So we're good to open door number 3. So I'm just going to type D3 to do that. And in fact, we can open door number 5 and door number 2 as well. We know we're all safe. So let's just take Wally. We'll drive him in here. And there we found some scrap. You kind of got to go in to see it. So just type gather, he'll acquire it. And okay, here's a couple pieces of scrap and a fuel access point. So I'm going to type gather all. And Wally will go around and gather all of that stuff. He's going to get some fuel. Actually, he's not going to get any fuel. We didn't get any. C'est la vie. So that's everything. We've completed our first ship. So if you look at the little hint there, navigate 1, 2, and 3, or navigate all to R1. So one little command, we can have everybody go back to the docking bay. And they'll all head back over there. If we wanted to, we can catch up with Wally and watch him go. And then when we're done, we can just type exit. I don't know why, but I always close the airlock first. You don't have to. I think it's part of the program sequence. And so if you're playing this game, you can create aliases. So you can have a command that is created out of multiple commands, which is pretty cool. You can even put in kind of wildcards so that you could say like power, and have that mean navigate to the room where your current drone is, and navigate your guy with the generator to the room where your drone is, and power it up. And so you can kind of make compound commands, which is pretty cool. So access and modification, menu to use scrap to modify or repair equipment and drones. We don't really need to do that. Well, let's just take a look though. What did we get out of this guy? Our upgrades, our mines. Yeah, mines is all fine. We could spend some scrap to give that a magnetic clamp, or we could convert it into scrap. I don't think we're going to do that. Let's go up here and look at Zoo, a salvage sea class vessel, 1 infestation type. And it's going to cost us 2 propulsion fuel to get over there. So let's press T. That'll get us over there, and we'll go ahead and board it, I guess. Same boarding party. We don't have any changes to make. I guess we could give the mine to somebody. Do we want to change the loadout here? Should we give the mine to somebody? You know, Wally is going to be the guy going around, so let's just leave it with Wally, and we'll board Zoo or whatever. Dormant drone found in room R2. Updating schematic. Infestation types to 1. Alright. Salvage sea. Directive shipbreaker. No uncorrupted communications found. So we've already got a pre-scan of a room containing a drone. So let's get in here. Let's open the airlock up. I'm gonna navigate Wally. I'm pretty sure this is room R2. We could probably just type that and it would go. So we got some scrap there. And we got a power inlet right there. It's a big room. Wow. Okay, and D4 is closed. That's probably all we need to see. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Alright, so let's navigate number 2, Tim. Navigate Tim. Can we use his name? I think we might be able to, actually. Into R3. Oh, it's R3. Yeah, so that wouldn't have worked if we typed R2. It's always better to stick your head in that first room to see. Yeah, I guess we can use his name. Generator. I always get that confused. Okay, so we've got some rooms that we can get into. Oh, I didn't take Wally. Oh, Wally got it. We got a video glitch there. Here, knock your head into the wall a little bit. We got another power inlet and 2 more doors. Alright. Let's put Wally back in here. As you can see, this is a 3D environment, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's have Wally do a motion scan. Alright, we've got a bad guy in room R2. So that's a bit of a problem. Let's open door D4 up here. I guess just door 4. But I'll say D4 probably. Let's come in here and have a look about. Yeah, we've got the fuel access point and we've got 2 items to be gathered. So let's gather all. Wally's going to pick up all that stuff. We got 1 day of propulsion fuel acquired. That's good. And then let's lure the bad guy up into here, I think. So we're going to navigate 1 back to R3. And when he's out of there, we'll close door D4. And then let's have Wally do another motion. And again, this is using them up, so I've already used 2. I'm going to open D5, keep my motion scanner active, and hopefully the bad guy will go into... There he goes. Oops. He's gone into room 5 now. So we're clear to open door 9. And since there's a drone in there, let's go to John. And let's have John go in there. It's a little disconcerting having those scanning lines going. Okay. Got a drone in here. Jeff. Alright, Jeff, what do you got? We don't really need to do a info on him. Ooh, he's got a stun and a probe. Very nice. So let's take that. And was he... Oh, he's actually towable. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Swap again with you. Let's put this stun back on him. Whoop, I didn't do that right. I've gone to Wally. I didn't mean to go to Wally. What the deuce have I done here? Tim's got the generator. Oh, I'm swapping between Wally and Tim. How have I done that? I need to stop that. Tim, I need you to generate. Alright. Drone 3 is who we want. I had the wrong drone selected. Let's put this back onto Jeff, and instead of taking that off of him, we'll tow him. Alright. So Jeff must be, Salvage must be placed in the docking bay prior to leaving. So what we're going to do is we're going to navigate 3 to R1. And he'll pick up Jeff and take him back to our bay. And then, I think we're going to have Wally move to, so navigate 1 to R2. We'll have him gather all. Pick up that piece of scrap there. I didn't see that before. And then have him run a motion again. Okay, so the other side of D7 is clear, so let's open that up. If you get, like I said, if you get a yellow, then it could be bad or it could be good. You may not know. So let's throw... I want to make sure I get that other piece of scrap, but let's go check out this other room here. And see what's in here. Okay, we've got another airlock there. Got a scrap there. If I type to D3 right now, Wally would die. Okay, we got to gather there. And we can't open door D6 because we're not plugged in. So we'll navigate 1 to R4. And we'll have him gather. I'm going to type all, even though there's only one piece right there. I don't know why he didn't do that. And then navigate all to R1. So generator disconnected. And we're ready to leave. Let's get out of here. So we got 1 fuel, 7 scrap. And we have acquired Jeff, who has stun and probe. So that's good. Let's look at our drone config here. So Jeff has no hit points, but he has a max of 130. That's really good. Stun 4, probe 4. I mean, those are pretty good, but a probe kind of just runs off and looks into rooms for you until it gets eaten by something. And then stun will just stun a creature for a short period of time. A relatively short period of time. See what it would cost to repair Jeff. Jeff would take, I think, 13 scrap to repair, and we only have 13 scrap. So I don't think we're going to repair Jeff at the moment. We will probably... going to want to use some of his stuff. So with a probe, we could give it stealth, or we could increase probe HP by spending some scrap. Probes with stealth, that'd be pretty good. Alright, let's go check out why. The Yukon Golds, the government, 1 infestation. Yeah, alright, let's pop over there. You notice now that we have down at the bottom 13 scrap, 13 of 15, and we have propulsion of 4 of 6, but we have a +1. That's that 1 extra fuel that we got. Every time you jump to a new system, you get a new loadout of fuel. So we would get 6 fuel. It behooves you to go ahead and use all of it. Let's travel over here and let's go ahead and board the Yukon Gold and see what's up. So we've got 1 infestation type on here, and I think we're only going to get 1 in this first universe. So we got prisoner transport here, no uncorrupted communication. So, and there's a drone on here. Wonderful. All right. Well, let's get the airlock open, and Wally, can you take the lead, please? Let's see what Wally can see. I'm just going to drive him around. Power inlet, right there. Got door 11 open here. There's not much in this first set of rooms. So, but we do have an access terminal over here, so that's handy. Okay. So Tim has the generator, right? Navigate to R3. And when he gets in there, we'll have him generate. Generator. Okay. So now we can see that room R5 there. I'm going to have to stop saying, I'm like saying ATM machine, aren't I? Alright, navigate 3 to R3. If we use a semicolon, he'll perform actions in a sequence. So we've given him 2 commands there. So we told him to go to that room and then do an interface. The interface will hook into that terminal there. And we've got some things we can do. A scan, a defense, and then we can get a list of commands available. So let's do ship scan. And that shows us what's in there. So now we can see there's a defensive terminal in R5, and there's also some scrap in those rooms. So let's see. We could just type defense, but let's have Wally give us a motion scan. Yeah, there's a creature in there. So let's go back. Just type defense. Defense is in room 5, killed 1 enemy. Sensor deactivated R5. Oh, meaning that Wally's sensor deactivated. Awesome. Now, don't forget this. Turn off defense again in order to clear it out so you can go in there. Alright, so let's open 5, door 5, and have Wally go in there. Navigate 1 to R5. And we'll have him gather all in there. Oh, he's found extra, okay. We got a fair bit of scrap. And then, I can't quite see what that room down there is called. If you hit the apostrophe, you can see it's R4. So, navigate 1 to R4 and gather all. So we'll go do that, and then let's open door 4, and let's have Tim navigate 3 to R2 and tow, if that robot can be towed. Is he going to be able to do that? Nothing to tow within range. Okay. Okay. Info? Oh, Tommy is destroyed, so he can't be towed. Okay. Well, let's see what he's got on him. He's got a speed boost. We'll take it. Right. Searching for keys to hit. Can't figure out what keys I want to hit here. So, let's go back to Wally then, I guess. I'm hitting M. M is not the map key. I think we'll move Wally to R5. 1 to R5, and we'll scan him. We'll do a motion scan over here. That'll pick up anything that's on the other side of door 10 and door 2. Oh yeah, there's bad guys. Oh no, there's a door open over there too, and he can move about. Okay, well that's a little scary because we don't know what's going on. He's gone back into that room. Interface 3. Let's get him to open up that interface again. Can we do a ship scan? No new results, so we can't see what's over there, unfortunately. Okay, that creature concerns me. If I could see what door number was over there, maybe I could close it, but I can't. So he doesn't appear to be able to go into whatever room is connected to D10 and D3. So let's open up D3. And let's hope that John is not going to get eaten if he goes in there. Okay, we've got a power interface over here. And we've discovered door 9. Alright then, if we bring Tim, I'm just going to pilot him manually. If we bring Tim down here, well, Tim could use a speed upgrade. Generator. We should be able to see doors. Yeah, we can, and now we've got that door powered up. So we could keep him in R8. If I close D6, he'll stay right in there. And we can open D7. Hopefully there's not 2 creatures. Let's hope. Navigate 1 to R7. I hope this is worth it. He's going to run all the way around and get over there. What I should have done was lured him into R5. Alright, well, gather all. And pull back to R3. Navigate 1 to R3. Okay, this is going to take a little bit of doing. Sorry, I've gone the long way around here, but I'm going to navigate 2 back to R3 and then generate. So we're going to leave that section unpowered for a minute, and I'm going to power up this section. We're going to close D5, and then I'm going to have, oh, okay, all right, we're okay. We're going to have a motion scan from Wally, and I'm going to open D2. Now, hopefully that creature's going to want to come in here. There he is. D2, we can close it, and we can interface. Actually, I think we can just defense. No activated terminals, okay. So then interface. Interface 3. Defense, and it's killed. Okay, good. Defense, and I think that's probably the only creature in there, so let's open up D5, let's open up D2, and let's have Wally go into R8. Let's hope. Okay, there's a big purple thing. Oh, hold on. Okay, we'll have to get him to gather that scrap over there in just a second. We'll have him gather what's in there. He found a fuel terminal. 1 day of propulsion fuel acquired, and 1 jump cell acquired. That's perfect. Navigate 1 to R5, and we'll pick up what's here. Gather all. And navigate all to... Ooh, hold on. Before we do that, D8. Let's open that. Let's go with Wally. I don't know, did we get everything off of this drone? I forget. Yeah, we did, okay. navigate all to R1. Pull everybody back to the boarding dock, and then we will take off. Alright, we made it out. That was a pretty good haul. Let's see what we got. We got 1 P fuel, 1 J fuel, and 12 scrap. That's pretty good. So we're up to 25. And we got a speed boost upgrade put on John. So we're back into our ship, and I'm 30 minutes into this recording. I'm wondering, do I keep going? Yeah, let's go ahead and finish out this thing here. Do we repair Jeff at all? And what are we going to do with our speed boost? Do we leave it on John? Do we give anything to Tim? I'm feeling like Wally is going to drop the mine. And John is going to give the speed boost to him instead. Yeah, so we'll give him the speed boost, and then do we give anybody the mine? You know what? Let's do it. We'll give him the mine if we need, just in case we need it. The probe might be more useful. You want to leave some room on your drones. In fact, I have in the past taken an empty drone in just to be able to carry stuff. So, barge on the Guzzler. Alright, he's got 1 infestation type. Let's do it. We will board that ship with just the 3 drones, I think. Okay, scanning inconclusive, so we didn't discover anything else about it. It's got raw materials, no uncorrupted communications found, and we don't get any kind of information here. So let's get the door open and let's spring Wally. Oh yeah, oh, that speed upgrade is great. I wish I could drive. Little tiny room off the airlock. Got the power inlet there. Alright. So navigate 2 to R3. And then generator. Alright, what are we going to do here? I guess we could do a motion scan here. Might as well. Alright, we got a bad guy in that room right there. So let's get D7 open and navigate 1 to R4. I feel like I'm calling out chess moves here. Okay, there could be a bad guy in R7, which could be bad, obviously. Let's see what's on this. Luke? What do you got on you, Luke? Luke is not destroyed. Let's see what he's got on him. Pry. What is pry? Pry open unpowered doors. Oh my god. I did not know about this particular upgrade. Let's see. Navigate 3 to R4 and tow. And then navigate 3 to R1. Can you do all that? I think you can do all that. So let's have him go there. There's another airlock. Got a scrap right here. Okay, scanning on R6 is inconclusive, and that's really frightening. Do we take the risk? I don't think there's anybody in there. Let's go deal with John and Luke here. So we're going to pull Luke back against the wall, turn off towing, and then we'll get John back in the action. I suspect there's an interface in here somewhere. But we don't have anywhere else we can power up. So I'm guessing the power up must be in whatever room is behind D8, D12, and D10. So let's see. If we close D4, R4. And let's don't do that. Let's don't do that just yet. So navigate 1 to R3. Let's bring Wally back in here. We'll scan from R3. So let's close D7. And we'll close D4. And let's do a scan right here. If R5 is clean, we'll go in it. Alright. First things first, though, we're going to put the monster, whatever it is, back in, or put it back in R4. Hopefully. There he goes. Okay, he's sealed in there. Cool. So we can go in D8 now, actually. And we may find a power outlet in D8. In what? Well, actually, whatever room this is. There's a terminal. Beautiful. And a fuel point. Yeah. That's what we want right there. 1 day of propulsion fuel and no days of J fuel. Well, that's okay. So what room is this? R8? Okay. Navigate 3 to R8 and interface. No, it's not powered up. Interface is not powered. How are we going to power it? Well, we could use the pry attachment to pry open door D11. It could be the death of us, but let's try it. Navigate to R1. We'll go up there and we'll swap out our pry attachment from Jeff, and then we'll try to get that door open. That's not what I meant to do. I didn't mean to do Wally and John. Okay. Let's grab this pry bar and see how this works. Okay, let's try it. I'm going to drive Tim. Am I going the right way with Tim? Yeah, I guess it really makes no difference. Oh, there's a power up right there. I guess I just hadn't even explored the room. Okay, I'm going to use another motion scan. Alright, so D11 is clear. Navigate 1 to R9. And... oh, there's a defensive thing in there. Okay, yeah. But there's also a ship upgrade. So let's go D9 open. And let's have navigate 3. So John, go into... what room is that? R9. And tow. He's going to go pick up that ship upgrade, whatever it is. I haven't even looked at it yet, so but it'll be something we want. Remote power. That's perfect. Navigate. There's 2 rooms we haven't checked yet. And R5 is clean. Do we check them or do we just count our blessings and get out of here? Let's navigate all to R1. We're bugging out. We got a drone and we got a ship upgrade, and I'm good with that. The remote power is great because we could potentially power R2 and R3 at the same time, for instance. That's a really handy one to have. There are other really good ones too, but that's a pretty decent one, so I'll take it. Let's get out of here. And yeah, I think that's it for now. Alright, let's take a quick look. Let's install this remote power. There we go. We got that installed, and now we'll be able to use that next time. And then we're all done in this system. So let's look where we want to go next. So this has 7 objects. Ping tile. And I think we can view it by hitting space. Yeah. What is all this? Quarantine. Space station, 2 infestation types. Military vessel, 2 infestation types. Industrial outpost. Requires a transporter. Oh. Okay. The Still Hand. Stargate. Alright. Let's go back to the galaxy map. What else have we got over here? This one will take us 1 fuel to get to as well. So we've got, we don't know how many infestation types are on the Muteki, but it's volatile, which, now a ship is volatile, it might have like radiation damage, the airlocks might explode. It's crazy stuff. High tide here doesn't look so bad. Vanguard is volatile as well, as is the coelacanth over here. And the Great Dagger, quarantined, it has infestation type 1. I do not know what quarantine means. I had thought maybe it meant more than one infestation type, but that's pretty bad. Also, note that it would take 6 fuel to get there from wherever we might end up in here. I'm not sure if you go to the ship that you click on, but it is well out in the boonies. Let's check out System H over here. What do we got here? This is volatile. That's volatile. Volatile. These are all pretty unstable. Space stations, barges, trading posts. Well, yeah. Let's jump. So our propulsion fuel has recharged, and notice that we have 3 additional now too. And now we can see some additional places. Let's have a look around in these places too. Stable, volatile, trading post. Oh, that's stable, and it's not showing an infestation. It's auto trader though. What is K? 2 infestation types, okay. And let's have a look over here at this one as well. Take 2 jump fuel to get to this one. Okay. Stargate. Yeah, lots of scary things out there. I guess we still can't see the universe stuff. But we're in our new galaxy at H, right? There we are. So we're going to check out some new ships next time around. Probably get killed, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I think it's a really cool game. I think it's $19 on Steam. I don't know if it ever goes on sale. But if you like roguelikes, I think this one's got a lot to offer, and it's very different. So I think it's very fun. I think even non-roguelike people that don't like dungeon crawling roguelikes might like this one. So anyway, thanks very much for joining me, guys. I'll see you next time around. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.